So today in reading, in your yellow folder, you'll see there's all sorts of stuff in the middle here. And the things in here are arranged. Well, there's a bunch of Halloween stuff first that we're going to do. But then when you get a little deeper, they're arranged by standard. So standard 2.2. And then there's some work to do after standard 2.2. And then there's standard 2.3. And then some work to do with 2.3. And then 2.5, right? I want you to find 2.6. So you can see see how many pages I had to go back to find it. There's no page number, so I apologize for that. So this is what I want you to find. This is the standard we're working on the next 2 weeks. And we've done some stories already and talked about point of view of the characters. And the standard says, I can acknowledge differences in points of view of characters. Acknowledge differences. Acknowledge means I can see them, understand them, know what they are. Differences. So different characters have different points of view. So you can see that a character has a different point of view from another character. And it says, including speaking in a different voice for each character when reading dialogue aloud. Dialogue is an important word we're going to learn. Dialogue means what you're saying. So what you're hearing right now is Miss Merrill's dialogue, because I'm talking, right? When we're reading in a book, dialogue usually has quotation marks around it when somebody's actually saying something, okay? And as we become better readers, it's important that we change our voice when we're reading different characters. So if we're reading Magic Treehouse books, we should be using a girl's voice for Annie and a boy's voice for Jack, and some crazy voice when we're an animal talking, okay? So that's the standard we're working on. The very next page says author's point of view at the top. And it says, Miss Apple is asking her students to write paragraphs about their Halloween costumes. Read each paragraph and describe each student's point of view. So here's the first student's paragraph that they wrote about Halloween costumes. Here's the second paragraph. Here's the third paragraph. They're all different. And all three of the students have a different point of view about Halloween costumes. Your job is to read the paragraph and figure out what the student's point of view or opinion is about Halloween costumes. So you're going to read about Amy and what she thinks about Halloween costumes. And then there's a place to write here. It says Amy's point of view. Tell me how Amy feels about Halloween costumes and what they should be like. Do the same for Hayden and do the same for Bailey. Okay, we're going to do this page. It's right after the 2.6 standard in the middle of your yellow notebook, or I cannot turn the pages. So find 2.6, turn the page, there it is. And then the very next page has a little story at the top to read, okay? And then it's going to ask you some questions about the story that kind of go in with the standard too about point of view. So you have two things. You're going to read the 3 paragraphs that the kids wrote about Halloween costumes, and then you're going to read this story about camping and do this page. All right?